apparently, apart from some other reasons, mostly because their understanding was limited with that. It's limited with overcoming secularist hegemony, overcoming secularist judiciary, overcoming secularist army. Otherwise, they have been always as right-wingers again. Don't take me wrong. I'm not talking about only Islamists. No, I think Islamists are part of right-wing politics in Turkey. Islamism has always been different from others, and it can hardly be called as fundamentalism. It has always been quite nationalist and peculiar comparing with the other Arab countries and other Muslim countries. And that's why, I mean, they understand, coming from the right-wing tradition, their understanding of democracy was that, and they were coming from a very, very nationalistic background. Republicans are accused of being nationalist, and there was so much criticism of nation state in democratic circles in Turkey, and for long Democrats of Turkey accused Republican regime for nationalist politics. But in fact, right-wingers who have always been critical of the Republican regime, either directly, mostly indirectly, they have been even, I believe that they have been even more nationalistic. But their reference was to Ottoman Empire rather than nation state. Their criticism of nation state and their criticism of Republican foreign policy was limited with its isolationist attitude, as opposed to this isolationist attitude. Right-wingers, conservatives, Islamists, right-wing nationalists, they have always been nationalistic in irredentist sense. Their reference was to Ottoman Empire rather than nation state. And nation state was not enough for conservatives. And the criticism of nation state and authoritarian ways of nation state idea were very different for Democrats of Turkey and for conservatives. And for long, Democrats thought that they could endlessly collaborate with GDP, overcoming nationalism, overcoming militarism, and overcoming authoritarian ways of Turkish politics. But it was a big misunderstanding, I suppose. Of course, I mean, you can't put the whole burden on the shoulders of Democrats, but there was this confusion of mind in Turkey. And that's why nowadays most of the Democrats have been very supportive of the government for long. They seem quite shocked about what's happening in Turkey, and especially about the government's Kurdish policy. Because they never considered the fact that, after all, at the end of the day, when things didn't go well, this state of mind, this frame of mind could easily switch to more nationalism, switch to more militarism. Governing parties struggle against militarism was for some other reason. So it didn't, it was not a guarantee against the repetition of militarist policies concerning Kurdish question. On the contrary, they could easily turn to be hardliners. And this is what happened. At this point, I should talk more about Kurdish, what's happening concerning Kurdish question, probably. But I think I'd better to leave it to your questions. Only then I may know what concerns you more, or what you want to hear from me more.
Yeah.
Do I have time or
You do have time.
did I exceed my time?
No, you
but
do
I
have time.
prefer to hear from you more,
Okay.
actually,
Okay.
and try to reply your questions.